Hello, welcome to CadenCenter. I am here with Victor Rojas, Angels broadcaster. Victor, you ready for some questions?
I'm ready.
All right. Growing up with a father who played baseball professionally, did you always know you wanted to be a baseball broadcaster?
Not a broadcaster. I wanted to be a player myself, and then it wasn't until later on in life when I decided to get into broadcasting. But with four boys, three brothers overall, a lot of baseball was played growing up, that's for sure.
Yeah. You were the very first person to appear on MLB Network when it launched. How exciting was that, and were you nervous?
It was very scary, so yes, I was very nervous. I had never done television before on a full-time basis, and so I had done just radio broadcasting. So when I got hired by MLB Network, I kind of had to learn on the fly, and pretty scary to be on that stage by myself when we opened the show for the very first time.
All right. You have spent time as a player, coach, and even the general manager of an independent team. Do you think this diverse background gives you a unique perspective that helps in broadcasting?
I think it does. I mean, obviously my having grown up in a baseball family provides most of my background, but I think from the different things that I've done in the game, it's given me the opportunity to look at things a little bit differently. I can get a player's perspective versus a general manager's perspective versus a broadcaster's perspective. So I think it's kind of helped me kind of round out my background a little bit.
What advice do you have for kids out there like me who want to become a broadcaster?
Keep doing things like this. A lot of interviews, a lot of reps. I would even do games if I were you, sitting in the stands. I would do play-by-play into a microphone and go back and listen to it day in and day out. That's kind of how I did it. I didn't go to school for broadcasting. I kind of had to figure it out on my own. And when I was working for the independent league team, that was the first time I'd ever done broadcasting. And that's what I did. I basically went back and listened to my tapes, and I listened how bad they were because it sounded nothing like a major league broadcast. But that's how you learn. That's how you to self-critique yourself in order to get better.
All right, sounds good. What is your favorite memory in your time with the Angels?
Wow. I'd have to say probably the Jared Weaver no-hitter here against the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah.
Albert Pujols getting his 600th home run here against Irvin Santana was pretty cool. But probably the Weaver one, only because he was drafted by the Angels. He's a SoCal kid, and to do it here at home with his mom and dad and his wife here in attendance was pretty cool.
All right, and final question. What do you think the future has in store for the Angels the rest of the season and beyond?
Well, the rest of the season, it's been a tough year this year, and hopefully they could play a little bit better baseball over the next 6 weeks. They've played pretty good here on this homestand. They've won 4 straight, so we'll see what happens. But overall, if you can make some sort of a run somehow, if Shohei can able to come back and pitch a little bit in September and add to the offensive side of things, maybe they make some noise in September against the A's and maybe the Mariners.
All right, thanks for the interview.
My pleasure, buddy.
Yeah.